It's the Jacksonville Buzz. Amy West. Grant Smith. Adrian Houghton. From Studio 2 at Buzz TV, this is the Jacksonville Buzz.
Hey, welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. Today we're going to have a tuckin' good time.
And I'll be talking to Razvan Belatesco, a fantastic landscape photographer.
And I'm interviewing professional makeup artist Carrie Wilson. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. There's a new way to cruise the Jax beaches downtown in Riverside. It's called a Tuk Tuk. It has all the amenities, it's on 3 wheels, and you have 360-degree open air views. Plus, you can customize your trip. Please welcome owner of Go Tuckin' Jacksonville, Stephanie Dale. How are you?
Great.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us. We really do appreciate it.
So let's get right into this. What is a Tuk Tuk?
A Tuk Tuk is a luxury 3-wheel vehicle. Ours typically come from Amsterdam. That's where the original Tuk Tuk factory is located.
Okay.
Many people might be used to the ones that are maybe over in Asia, and they're diesel, they're kind of stinky, very small. Ours holds 6 people, and they're environmentally friendly, which is extremely important to us.
Now, they're manufactured in the United States, right?
They are. They're actually manufactured in Denver because they got the sole rights to manufacture them for the United States.
Wow, how convenient is that?
Exactly.
I'm going to guess you've probably made a trip out there to check that plant out or that factory? Or
A couple.
Probably a pretty cool place, huh?
Great people out there. Just love working with them.
So how did you get started? How did you find the Tuk Tuks? How did you get started in this business? This is so cool.
Well, I just think that, we have such a great community, and really people need to understand that there are really fabulous businesses out here that we can really experience.
Right.
And every year we go to Costa Rica, and of course we see the really small, stinky versions of these.
Right.
And we wanted to make sure that we did something a little bit different, a little bit nicer. And I actually happened to find them because my son goes to Ole Miss. And so they do shuttle services.
Now that's
with
Oxford,
them.
Mississippi, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, potty toddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're in Oxford. Wow.
They are. They only do shuttle services there, so all the big games and making sure people can get from every point in Oxford around. And so they made us the connection over to Denver.
Now you're headquartered in Jax Beach, correct?
I am. Yeah, so it's really cool because, of course, we live in the beaches. We're, been here for a long time. My husband grew up here in Jacksonville, and so we wanted to make sure our headquarters started here. But I actually have the all-inclusive, areas all the way for Northeast, all the way to Alachua and Leon County.
Wow, so we're going to be seeing a lot of tucks around the area.
I sure hope so.
So in my introduction, I mentioned the amenities. Yeah. Talk to us about what the amenities are that you offer on your tucks.
Yeah, so it's great because, of course, we during the cooler seasons we have heated seats. During the little bit warmer seasons we'll have fans, and of course they're open air, so the wind really does blow through them.
So you're good for summer and winter.
Exactly,
I like it.
Exactly. And then of course during the winter we also put little blankets on there. They're very nice and wonderful. But in addition to that, they literally have covering on them, but yet they are see-through on the top, so people can get to see everything around them.
So what type of tours do you offer or specialty events? Walk us through what you guys offer.
Yeah, so on the tour side, it's great because we have the beaches tour, which is the historical and architectural and really getting to see the whole area.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, we do pub crawls of every make and model that you can imagine. And by the way, we buy the first drink at each stop. We do 3 stops.
Very
for
nice.
those. Yeah, and on the specialty events, you can think about those as being really your customizable tour.
Right.
So anything from 1 hour up to multiple days at a time,
right.
Whether it's, that 80th birthday party, wedding shuttles, we were a bride and groom's actual carriage ride away from them.
Right.
Or really anything that anybody can imagine. We always say, you dream it, we can tuck and make it happen.
It's such a unique way to offer a loved one or somebody you want to give a gift to.
Yeah.
Just something different,
Yeah, and we have the ability to buy gift cards right online, so it's awesome.
I love it. So right now you're doing tours and specialty events mainly in Jax Beach. 'Cause
Correct.
You just got started.
Right.
But what's the plan? Where are we going with this? We're going downtown. We're going to Riverside, Avondale.
Right, we definitely are. We are looking for spaces feverishly right now, making sure that we can get couple tucks down here.
Right.
Make sure we can service the areas and the folks down here. I know a lot of the bars are pretty excited about us being able to come down to them and the restaurants, so we're excited too. And then Amelia Island is definitely right fast on its trails.
Oh, no doubt.
So we'll see if who beats which one out first.
So many bars and restaurants around that area. You guys would be ideal. So in your history here with this business, I know you have a great story to tell. Is there a good customer story where somebody really left?
It's really interesting because we've had a lot of really great, wonderful, memory-making moments.
Right.
One that in particular that stands out is we have a young lady that has now become just a true fan of our company. And part of it was because she was, she had broken her leg on a ski trip. She was a marathoner, and so she was really getting, kind of stir crazy at her condo out at the beach. And so during the holiday seasons, we had holiday light tours. So we ended up picking up this young lady, and we did a holiday tour. She did several more. She's ready to come back and do some more pub crawls, but she is just such a huge fan and always makes sure to kind of, shout out to us every time we're on Instagram.
Hey, with a broken leg, you can't drive.
Yeah, she can. And literally, she just said, oh, thank you so much for getting me out of the house and really giving me some really great memories.
A unique way to do it.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody at home where they can find you, how they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, we would love to. So you can either call us up at 904-322-8444, or of course you can go online, book right there, which is www.gotukkin.com, GOTUKN.com.
I love it. Steph, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I can't wait to come out and see you soon.
Yeah, please do.
All right. We'll be right back on the Jacksonville Buzz. Hi, I'm Grant Smith, and welcome to my Foodie Minute. Do you ever wonder why some people eat certain food a certain way? Or why people choose a certain brand over another? Most people feel strongly about their food preferences, so let's ask the real questions. Sandwiches. Are they heroes, grinders, subs, hoagies? I think this falls on what part of the country you're in, but Angie Subs in Jax Beach calls them subs, so I'm gonna stick with that. Pizza, thin crust for New York or deep dish for Chicago? I'm going for the style that you eat with your hands over something I have to sit down and eat with a fork and knife. Coke or Pepsi? One is sweeter than the other, but aren't they always changing the recipes? And finally, Oreos. How do you eat them? Do you pull them apart? Do you eat it as a sandwich? I'm not sure if there's a wrong answer here, but I'll take mine in a milkshake anytime. I'm Grant Smith, and thank you for watching my Foodie Minute.
Massage Envy revolutionizes your massage. Introducing See Me Boost, 6 highly concentrated serums with active ingredients that deliver skin-enhancing benefits for your entire body. Combine them with our new specially formulated massage lotions to offer skin-enhancing benefits to your massage experience. Discover your See Me Boost today. an innovative boost to your total body care routine. Only at Massage Envy.
I love nature and I see beauty in all of God's creations. So says my next guest, a landscape photographer, but also an internal medicine doctor who practices here in Ponte Vedra Beach. I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Razvan Balatescu. Raz, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Now, I've just said that you're not actually a professional photographer, but you are a landscape photographer. And when was the first time that this became more than just an interest for you?
Well, I guess after taking pictures for a few years, landscape mainly, some people said, listen, you gotta sell. This is too good to just, just show it to friends. So yeah, that was kind of a point when I decided, okay, let me try it. So that was probably like 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what's the appeal for you for landscape over other genres, over perhaps fashion or still life or, portrait?
Well, first of all, I like nature, right? That's one. Second is there's something about relaxing, because looking at the picture, if you're in a room, you're like separated from nature. When you have a picture that has, I like large spaces in the sky, so I feel like you can just stretch that room to go. Basically, you don't feel so enclosed.
Infinity.
Yeah. So I like big spaces and merging lines, and that's what I love. That's why I like landscape.
Do you see the whole world as a photograph? I mean, do you find yourself walking along the road and go, oh, I wish I had my camera?
Oh yeah, I mean, I cannot stop seeing different instant stuff. I put my finger, this will work. If I don't have the camera with me, I say, wow, this has been a good picture. So I hope one day I will have a camera that's so small that I can carry with me everywhere, and when I see something, I take a picture. I probably should do that already, but most of the time my camera is pretty heavy equipment,
yes.
And I don't do it all the time. But yeah, there are definitely moments when I say I wish I would have the camera, for sure.
I mean, when you think about technology nowadays, and that the cameras in phones are pretty good.
Right.
I mean, they're obviously not the quality that you need. It's not going to be long before you've got something that's
exactly. We're almost there, I say. Depending on how much they actually have some few cameras. I probably would be happy to even now together, but I'm pretty picky with good lenses and stuff, but soon, I'm saying maybe 5 years, I think I'm gonna have something with me all the time.
Are there specific brands of camera or that you like to use more than others? I mean, is that something
actually I switch. I started with Nikon, then I switched to Canon, and then I'm on Sony. It depends of what's the best at the time. So I don't care about the brand, but I care to have the best that you can get for like a dynamic range. So because in landscape you have a huge dynamic range. You have dark and light and a lot of contrast. So you want to capture like the eye sees. So you need the best sensor. So right now I think Sony is leading, but they're very close, all of them, though.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So have you had any formal training in photography?
Not really. Actually, the way I started really to study it, well, I loved it initially, right? So I've been taking pictures with like amateur cameras, and then I had an opportunity between two jobs. I had like 6 months off. So I went to the library. I was in Michigan. So I went to the library and I studied a few books. I read about photography. That was all I really did. And the rest is just the internet.
Practice.
Practice and watching. I mean, internet shows you pictures and YouTube shows you how to, the internet is amazing, how much you can learn from it.
Sure. And what have been your biggest influences, either photographically or otherwise?
Clyde Butcher, I don't know, it's a Floridian photographer. He does mostly black and white. He is like, for me, because I love clouds and skies, and then so that's his, he's influenced me a lot. And then initially, Ansel Adams, but that was in Romania before I came here. We didn't have access to a lot of stuff in 90s. So anyway, that was Ansel Adams to begin with. Yeah.
Oh wow! I mean that's to have somebody that's here in Florida that you follow. Have you ever met him?
No, I never met him. I wish. I mean, he's in South Florida, so
Right.
yeah. But
It's beautiful down there.
I went to a couple of his galleries near Miami and stuff. So I wish I would meet him one day.
One day, maybe.
Yeah.
So your favorite location that you have photographed?
And
you've been all over the world, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been all over. One of them, believe it or not, is Hawaii. And then it's not like here in Florida, but to be honest, Northeast Florida, I think it has something special about the sky because it's in the center of different influences, the continental climate and the ocean, and
Yes.
the sky is always really interesting.
Active.
I found this place is like one of the best places to be for photography. Honestly, it's amazing. I travel all over and I always look at the sky. I almost never see this, and I know, but being here all the time, you see more.
Sure.
But still, in a week of, let's say, going to another place in Hawaii, you don't see in a week the sky that I see here in a week.
No,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
It's like,
I must admit, when I first arrived here, I always called it big sky because I'd never seen so much at any one time. Well, if the audience would like to find out more about your photography or purchase some of your photographs, how do they get in contact with you?
yeah, so I have a website, razgallery.com. And then I have a gallery in Atlantic Beach behind the Poe Tavern, and also in St. Augustine, the Starving Artist. I display in there. Right now, I think they're moving to a different location, but those are the two location and the website.
Well, fantastic. Don't stop photographing beautiful scenes. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. And we will be right back after these messages. Greetings and welcome to Fashion Focus. Here are 5 ways to help you detox your wardrobe. Number 1, start by splitting up your wardrobe by season and then ask yourself these questions. Is the piece still on trend or a timeless classic? Does it still fit you? If either of the answers is a no, we sell or donate. Number 2, be ruthless. If you haven't worn something for over a year, then you don't need it in your life. Number 3, think about versatility. If you can't wear an item in 3 different ways, then it doesn't work in your wardrobe anymore. And number 4, operate a one in, one out policy. When you buy something new, get rid of something you already have. And finally, once you've done your edit, sell or donate your unwanted clothes as soon as possible so you're not tempted to go back to the pile. I'm Adrienne Houghton, and thank you for watching Fashion Focus.
Big event or party at your home or business? The Jacksonville Party Company. Stress-free, flawless, and memorable. Whether it's for children, a retirement, a wedding, or other social or professional activity, it's stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com.
When it comes to beauty and fashion, makeup has incredible power. It can make you feel better, or it can also bring out your insecurities. And no one would know that better than my next guest, professional makeup artist Carrie Wilson, whom I have had the pleasure of knowing for many years. You have done my makeup so many times.
Yes.
And I can't tell you, when I'm in your chair, I feel so comfortable. I feel like you make it your greatest effort to get to know the person in your chair and to bring out the best side of them. So having said that, your latest campaign when it comes to makeup and the product that you actually carry and develop is the I Am campaign.
That's right.
And tell me more about that and where it originated.
So, I was thinking, what do I want to name my products for this new season? I did this campaign in October. That's when it started. And it just came to me that maybe I'm all about affirmations. You know, I'm like every other girl. I have my insecurities. I have my bad days. And so I really try to do affirmations and mantras to help myself reach my goals and just be in a better mood. And so I started looking up affirmative words, and I started thinking about something that happens consistently. You know, I probably have over 100 women in my chair a year, probably way more than that. And one thing that's always true, no matter what this person looks like, how old they are, there's always something that they speak negatively to, as far as their appearance, or maybe their career, their weight, if they think they're a bad mother. I learn a lot about people when they're in my chair, and I love that part. But it's sad to me because we all have our insecurities, and so I wanted something that would speak to the positive. So instead of, you know, I'm out of control, my life is crazy, you know, I named these products like in control and empowered and complete and interesting and things like that. So you're saying, I am interesting, I am empowered.
That's really powerful. What you said, the power of words. You know, it's been said that there's the power of life and death is in our words. And I'm a huge believer about what you put out there, you receive. And it's interesting what you say when people are sitting in your chair, that's a moment of vulnerability.
It is.
They're without makeup, they're a clean palette, they're trusting you to understand their identity, and maybe they don't even know what their best face forward is, and they're asking you, please help.
Yes.
And so that is so powerful that instead of taking makeup, which is many times used to, many women I think of it as covering up, instead is helping reveal their true identity. So you did an entire photo shoot with some local gals. Tell me how that transpired.
So if I could live that day over and over again, I would. I'm so used to being behind the scenes and trying to make someone else's vision come true, which is a lot of fun for me. But to be able to plan something, it was really surreal. Like I had to pinch myself, like this is my campaign. This is what my brand is speaking to other women. And so I chose 4 very different women. They're all from Jacksonville, or they live here. They're not originally from here maybe, but of all different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different skin tones, different ages. Yes. And so, and to me, all of these women have a story, and you can see those stories on my website. You can click on each one of them and kind of see what that word means to them.
Yes.
So spending the day with them, a lot of them didn't know each other. It was like a big party. You know, we just hung out, we listened to great music, we did makeup, and they got their pictures taken. And
were you able to talk more about their stories and converse about what those words meant to them? They choose their own word of what they were?
I chose it for them.
You did?
I did, but when I said, you know, you're going to wear this color today, they're like, oh, you know what that means to me? It means this, or it means that. You know, like Sonia, for instance, her word was complete, and that means to her family, and bringing other people's dreams to their life and that becoming reality, and her just feeling complete.
Yes.
So it's been really great, and I feel like it resonates with everyone.
And I love that you chose women that aren't necessarily professional models to show we all have a story, we all can be confident, we all can put our best face forward. And I love to think about that. You know, I think as women we're so hard on ourselves, we're always trying to achieve something, we're always trying to please the people around us. But to sit and be confident and be positive and say, I am strong. I am in control. I love that. So tell me about the colors and the formulas, the products that you carry. I want to hear about them.
So I came out with 2 lip velvets, which lip velvets are more of a matte, velvety texture. It's a great way to describe it. It's not a chalky, you know, I know we've all put a matte lipstick on and we're like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
They're comfortable, they're flexible, but they wear very, very well. And they're more opaque, so you're going to see like a nice, deep, true color come from these products. So that's interesting.
Is that what
and empowered. Yes. On the
it's like a lip gloss vial, but it's a velvet, not a gloss. Okay.
Exactly. So those are the 2 colors. And then in the center is the Intentional Eye Palette. And so there's some pretty fun colors in there, as well as your everyday. So I like to mix in a palette, something you can wear to work, something you can wear to drop your kids off at school, and then something you can wear at night when you go on date night.
A go-to staple. And I love that, especially for travel, because it's one thing you pop in there, you don't have to have like 5 different palettes with you.
And it's about sometimes popping a trend into your look, not doing a trend from eyebrow to lip, right?
Okay.
So it can be a little bit much for some people. So there's just a couple of fun things in there. A little sparkle. There's
balance.
Sort of a patina color in there that is rusty but has some green in it too, which is really interesting.
Pretty.
And then I came out with 4 lip colors that I think are incredibly wearable, that will wear through the seasons. So you have Driven, In Control, genuine and complete.
I love that.
Everything from sort of, I have complete on today, sort of a mauve, all the way to a deeper, richer rust tone. Genuine as a lighter coral. So they're kind of not what you would always think of as a fall color, because it's really supposed to carry you through. And that's really what the collection is about.
Well, I love all of the colors. And real quick, as we wrap, I know they're saying the color of the season is coral. Is that right? And so what do you foresee that happening trend-wise?
You're going to see a lot of glow, some metallic, some corals, some bright pinks, rose golds, some shimmers. It's really very, very fresh with a pop somewhere.
I love it. And I love that you say that, because one of the things that I absolutely adore about the way that you do my makeup and most of the ladies that I see is you have a way of blending like a natural vibe, but also always keeping it edgy and hip and fun.
Thank you.
And so we're going to definitely look forward to getting more advice and tips for you in the future. And if someone wants to book a makeup session with you for an event, or just to get to know more about how to do makeup or purchase some of your great products, where do they find you?
CarrieWilsonMakeup.com.
CarrieWilsonMakeup.com.
That's
Thank you for joining us in the studio today. I hope to see you again soon. We'll be right back. It's a new year, and with it comes new trends to discover and try. It's a great way to challenge yourself and see just how adventurous you actually are. Here are 3 of the top travel trends to keep on your radar this year. First up, camping. As millennials continue to influence travel, look for them to take their explorations outdoors. Whether it's enjoying festival season, exploring a national park, or crossing the ocean for a taste of fresh air more foreign than ours, camping and glamping will continue to remain in style. Next up, bucket list trips. Every travel lover has their dream bucket list to experience. This year, hospitality companies are getting more creative than ever with unique accommodations, surprisingly immersive experiences, and vacation packages that focus on giving you a memory of a lifetime. And finally, DNA travel. With the rise in popularity of DNA kits, travelers are flocking to their ancestral homelands. Look for DNA travel to increase this year as travel agencies capitalize on this trend with special packages curated just for you. This has been your Amy West Travel Minute. Find out more about this topic at amywesttravel.com.
Text BOOST to 82257 for your chance to win a free See Me Boost and a 30-minute service upgrade.
It was an absolute pleasure having Carrie Wilson in the studio today, and I can't wait to try some of those beautiful trendy colors she had.
And we didn't even see the half of some of Razdan's beautiful photographs. So make sure you check out his website.
And Go Tuck and Jack's Beach is so unique to our area. I cannot wait to give them a try. We'll see you next time on the Jacksonville Buzz.
Bye.
Bye for now.